A highly antique to attempt a Korok Travis did we do? Of course. What's up, dudes and dudes to the internet? My name's Scythe, and we are back here for some more Zelda Breath of the Wild. Oh no, it's happening! Blurg! Thank goodness for this thunder helmet. So long, suckers. Oh. I wanted to fly away. Anyways, folks, how y'all doing today? Hope you're doing fantastic, wonderful. Hope this video makes your day even better. I kind of want to wait for this rain to go away, but in the meantime, we'll kind of just explain what our plans are today. There is a shrine on yonder hill over there that I want to get to. It's kind of out in the open. We were supposed to have gotten this stuff a long time ago. But then there's also this mountain over here, and we're gonna have to wait for the rain to go away so we can climb. But there's calamity goo all over it, which tells me that there's something interesting up on this mountain, which it is the bottomless swamp. So maybe we'll end up seeing Shrek. I don't know. I do want to talk about a couple things today, though, that have been mentioned countless times in the comments before. Only now is the time where I'm actually getting to talk about them in the video. So first of all, I'm pretty sure this has been patched unless I'm doing it wrong, but so many of you have told me that if you whistle and tap B at the same time, you're going to end up having infinite sprint. Now, I don't know if, like, again, I don't know if I'm doing it wrong or not, but in order to actually do that, I have to claw the controller because I have to hold up, whistle, and then tap B at the same time. Now, generally speaking, it does look like our stamina is going down a lot lower, but that's also just because of the fact that I'm tapping the sprint instead of holding it, right? Again, I don't know whether or not, like, am I just doing it wrong, or has it been patched? I don't know, you know? But then in general, also I wanted to kind of mention, and I will mention the next time we actually get to a moment that has a cutscene, I wanted to kind of clear things up a little bit as to my opinions about the story in this game and the characters and stuff like that. It's not that I have any problem with it, you know. The whole thing that you gotta understand, folks, is I'm a very passionate person, right? So I over-exaggerate everything. That's just kind of how I am. If I'm getting my butt kicked in the game, it's the game's fault and not mine. And then afterwards, when I'm calm, it's all my fault, and I know that, you know? As opposed to other segments where everything's going good and then, you know, no complaints. By the way, birds apparently symbolize where shrines are supposed to be. So I think it's confident to say that there is a shrine somewhere in the middle there or something to that effect. But this area is quite scary and quite weird at the same time. That is a gigantic skeleton. That's pretty cool, actually, dude. So let's see if we can end up doing this. But as far as, oh, that's a lot of bad guys. Whoa, is that our first white moblin dude? I don't know if it is or not. That's the wrong bow. That's not the one that actually, okay. I want to use, there's so many bad guys. Let's use our guardian one, because then we can snipe these guys really easily. I think. Yep. Oh, I need a headshot. I need a headshot on him. I need a headshot. Because if we get a headshot on that guy, it means that he'll fall into the water. Please? Like, the headshot hit detection is so weird, dude. Sometimes, like, on these characters, it's as if, even though their skeletal structure is them like this, it's as if the game considers them humanoid and their skull is actually, like, on top of their head somewhere. Like, really, it's just so weird. There we go. That's what I wanted to see. Okay, then he falls in and then GG. Okay, good. But anyway, hopefully I'll be able to kind of concentrate here because otherwise this is gonna be very difficult to try and manage this while trying to have like a coherent conversation, right? So with the cutscenes and the characters and stuff like that, I don't really have anything against the characters in this game, folks. It's most of all just, oh yeah, we got that meteor rod. Most of all, it's kind of like, when it comes to like Zelda, it's kind of like, I wish that the story went in a different direction. That is going to sink no matter what. Okay. By which I mean, like, it's like, I'll just kind of give as quick a summary as possible. When I think about this story in this game, I thought it would be much cooler if Zelda was a bit more mysterious and actually not talked about in the story until you randomly see her in Hyrule Castle, you know? Like, I always thought, how cool would that be for Zelda to be more of a warrior rather than, you know, a young Padawan like she is in this game. Kind of like, the fantasy that I always had with the story was something like, you know, you don't see Zelda for the entirety of the game. Oh boy, this is gonna be bad. Okay. And then it's like, what would happen if you ended up actually just seeing her finally at the end? Take Urbosa's Fury. Finally at the end of the game inside Ganon's castle. Or Hyrule Castle, I guess I should say. And she was all like, what took you so long? Something that, like a more dominant character, you know, a more powerful one, rather than us being the song silent type, like always. Very generic for Zelda, but that's fine, I can handle that. Most of all, it's just, you know, the princess character herself is not really what I wanted out of the story. Now, you know, that's kind of already summarizes it up, just because I wanted to kind of be clear about that, because I did notice that a while back, of course, but sometimes it takes a little while before I actually get to reply to the comments, right? But quite a few of you were disappointed in my opinion of, like, the story characters and stuff, and while I enjoy all of the other characters, outside of Zelda is kind of like hit or miss. I don't really care that we're saving her. Maybe I'll feel differently once we get to her at the end or something. But most of all, it's just her and then that Zora chick are just kind of like, oh, I guess. Can you please just target the big guy? That's what I wanted you to do the whole time, dude. Can you target the other one? Can you just target the enemies that I tell you to? Like, seriously, this whole Z targeting thing that they still haven't gotten rid of in these Zelda games really could use a little bit of work, you know? Like, seriously. Yeah! Take that, stupid head. Now, I hope we're gonna get something worthwhile after this, because this is, quite a bit of really, really bad enemies, isn't it? Okay, let's freeze that guy. And then otherwise, I am really, really low on weaponry here, dude. Like, really, really low on weapons. Oh, man alive. I guess we could set him on fire, which is going to at least make him go into a bit of a panic. Maybe it won't. Okay, that's cool. And that weapon just broke in like 2 seconds flat. Whatever. Like, I'm losing all of my weapons, dude. See that Z targeting? Stop targeting him while he's on the ground. Target him while he's in your face, dude. Seriously. Oh, I didn't take a picture of him. I hope that I had a picture of one of those guys, because, uh-oh. Those guys are really few and far between as of right now, anyways. I haven't really ran into that many of them. There is definitely a shrine in here. Most definitely. There has to be. But how do we actually... Those torches, do those have to activate? I doubt it. I'm assuming that they activate because... like the reason that they're deactivated is because it's not the nighttime, right? Yeah, otherwise I'm going to, you know, maybe we have to talk to that thing. I don't know. It could be that there's actually nothing here, and maybe this is actually just more to do with an enemy encampment, but it certainly seems like we should have gotten a lot more rewards than just that. And again, the birds are supposed to symbolize that there is a shrine nearby. Or at least that's what I thought. Well, you know what? We do definitely have enough fire arrows that we don't need to worry too much about whether we use them all or not. Oh, they're not even activating those torches. Yeah, so that means those are 100% tied to it being night and this just being an enemy encampment, right? Whoops. Oh, we could just walk around in this stuff? It's actually not that deep. Huh. I gotta double check. Did I just miss it? Or are those torches just not lighting up? They are not lighting up at all. Okay, so there may very well be something in this place. And there probably is. Like, there most definitely has to be something. I mean, I told you to jump, but that's cool, Link. Whatever. Is it going to... No? Okay, it spits us out right back where we were 2 seconds ago. Like, what am I missing here? What's going on? There's even calamity over here, dude. There has to be something. Let me take a little bit more of a look. I don't know, dude. Maybe not. I mean, honestly speaking, there is another shrine already so close by that I wouldn't be surprised if there isn't one over here. But I thought for sure, because the birds and the calamity, like there probably is something over here. But how doth we actually, like there's some type of a puzzle or something. Maybe there's like, okay, climb up the rock instead of just going straight. Maybe there's an eyeball somewhere around here that would get rid of the calamity, and then we would end up having a tower show up, or a shrine or something. But otherwise, I mean, unless it was something I just missed, in which case, that's stupid. Oh, great. Well, there's a guardian over there. I guess we're just gonna ignore this place and come back to it later, because otherwise, let's just head over to this shrine instead. There's got to be something in here. Absolutely has to. You know, if you know, let me know in the comments. Not necessarily like a spoiler or something, but if you let me know, like, there's a shrine there, or this is how you activate it, or give me a tip towards it, rather than just kind of blatantly telling me. But at the same time, I may actually just read up online how we end up getting into there, or whether or not there is anything in that place, just because that's cryptic. Okay, this is kind of weird. We actually got another horse stable over here, which I find very, very strange how the game seems to throw so many horse stables at you near the beginning of the game. Like, there's so many of them just around in this starting area, and then there's like one at the base of Death Mountain. You know? Granted, you're not supposed to take your horse up there, but come on. But yeah, I forget whether or not I said metal connections. That sounds interesting. And then he's just right up there. This is probably gonna secretly be really, really easy. But yeah, it's actually been quite a while. Maybe like less than a full week, but it's definitely been a long time since I ended up actually like recording any Zelda, so that's why it might seem like I'm a little bit out of sorts here. It's not that I haven't wanted to. I definitely still absolutely love playing this game for sure. It's most of all just that I haven't really had the time. You know, I've been really, really busy with a lot of the stuff not only going on in the channel, but also just with my personal life and stuff like that. I got plenty of videos that talked about all that stuff though, so don't worry about it. Anyways, I guess the metal connection that this one's talking about is actually to do with these being ladders and us kind of climbing up it, right? I mean, I guess it's kind of cool, the fact that we can move this ladder around. How does this end up helping us? No, really, how doth this help? Oh, I understand. Okay, did we already, that was the only treasure in this place. Okay, whatever. Can we lift all of these at once? No, we can't. maybe you secretly could, but that's okay. Okay, I'm gonna try and line all these up with this wall right here then. Is this even gonna work if I just drop it down like that? No, because I gotta move these over one. There we go, I think we've got it. Hopefully this doesn't have to be like absolutely perfect. No, it doesn't, because the climbing mechanics are boss in this game. Okay, great. So that is our second spirit orb. This tree looks suspicious, I wanna check it out. And as far as the rest of our plans go for today, because I realized that I didn't actually mention that, I want to try and hopefully, if we have enough time, go back to the Lost Woods, Riverside Stable, huh? Go back to the Lost Woods, expand our inventory, but also so that we can end up doing some of the Korok trials. Even if we don't get to do all of them today, I'm pretty sure each of those trials is going to actually give us a shrine. Hey, you got new saddles, don't you? Have you gone to the giant castle north of here? That's Hyrule Castle. It's said to have fallen ruin over 100 years ago. It's said to have fallen ruin? I mean, you'd think after 100 years it would just be in ruin. It wouldn't have fallen in ruin. Like, seriously. I used to sneak in there to salvage ancient treasures, but it's too dangerous to go in there now. These days it's surrounded by an eerie mist and savage machine-like creatures. Back when it was safer, I went in looking for an ultra-rare equipment that once belonged to the Royal Guard. Royal Guard armor, perchance? Because that's one thing that I'm getting very, very curious about is just all of these secret entrances that the game keeps referencing in regards to Hyrule Castle. It's legendary among collectors, but I was never able to find any. Unless she's just talking about Royal Guard weaponry. Is that all you mean? And among as a collective Royal Guard series. However, the castle is a dangerous place nowadays, and ordinary folk risk their lives getting close. Okay. It's kind of weird that they actually have a quest in regards to going into Hyrule, just randomly hanging out over here, you know? Like, okay. Hello. Customer, you traveling alone? This inn gets full of marks of beauty. Full marks for beauty. So I highly recommend taking a rest here. The river here makes for some lovely scenery. And if you head northeast from here, it's Millennium Sandbar. What? Northwest or northeast? The scenery there is every bit as lovely as the scenery here. I'm something of a connoisseur of beauty, you see. I simply cannot resist a beautiful sight. I try to exude this in all things, not least of all, my own beautiful appearance. Speaking of, has anyone ever told me you have the most beautiful features? Thank you. Many fun memories of this beautiful land. If you have time, would you like to indulge me? All right, I'll listen. Oh, you would. Even more beautiful on the inside. Now, let's see. I like this guy. If you head north through Hyrule Field, you'll see the castle surrounded by that foul aura. It has long been a den of monsters, but in its glory days, it was surely a thing of wondrous beauty. Don't tell me he wants a picture of it. It was in that very castle, in those very days, that my ancestor, my grandfather's grandfather, I believe. Anyway, he worked as the castle's appointed chef. I couldn't believe it myself. Oh, how I wonder what sorts of cuisine members of the royal family enjoyed in those good old days. As a child, I would often suffer meager meals, all while dreaming of the beautiful dishes that would be graced my plate. What is he talking about? If only things had been different. Gourmet spiced meat, seafood curry, mushroom risotto, egg pudding. Oh my, I am just salivating thinking about it. And it's my pursuit of those childhood dreams that explains the fabulous body you see here. These days, I enjoy my time working at these stables, sharing my tales of beauty with any traveler willing to listen. But I still wonder what could have been. Anyway, excuse me, I seem to have caught myself prattling on. But looking upon your perfectly symmetrical face and discussing meals of beauty has rekindled my desire. If you should happen to set foot inside Hyrule Castle, could you bring it in you to keep an eye out for a cookbook? There must be one laying around somewhere in there. I'm simply dying to finally sample the food of the Hyrule Royal Court. Wow, this game, like, that's actually really, really cool that the game, to my surprise, wants us to go into Hyrule Castle, if not only to face Calamity Ganon, but also just because they want us to kind of explore it, you know? That's really, really cool and interesting, dude. Like, I like that a lot. Okay, anyways, if we're gonna end up being able to do any of these Korok trials, we gotta get a move on. Now, I know these episodes have been pretty lengthy lately, and that might kind of fluctuate as I've explained previously. You know, we might have the episodes just be 20 minutes, but lately they've actually been pretty long. My hero, okay. Hey, are you the hero? Could it be? Welcome to Korok Forest. You're much, much cooler looking than I thought you'd be. Thank you. You are too. I prepared a trial for you, but what do you think? Will you accept it? I'll do it. Hooray! Show me a rod with the power of ice, please. Okay, that's it. He just, all right. Rod with the power of ice, he would be even stronger and cooler, huh? What's that you're carrying? Do I have one? Looks like you located the rod of ice, but you're going to have to equip it to impress me. Here it is. Don't worry, I've got it. Haha. Check it out, dude. You knew they were gonna repeat this type of quest at one point. Incredible. That means that it is incredible. Unbelievably sparkle. Thank you, Mr. Hero. Your weapon is so amazingly, wonderfully sparkly. I must give you something as thanks. Thank you. I mean, that was, really over the top. An ice rod just for that? Like, okay, I'll take it, I guess. I need to expand our inventory too, because I think we have enough. I must dance. Shickly, shickly. We have 68 of them. The biggest one that we need is more weapon stash. 35, okay. Great. Now we've got 33 left, and honestly speaking, we've got plenty of bows, like more than we know how to deal with. Shields, I guess, would be something useful. He just needs 4. Okay, I'm down for that. I guess I'm gonna expand our shield inventory quite a bit. All right, we got 4 more stacks, or spaces, I guess I should say. We got 4 more stash slots to our shields, and at least 1 to our normal weapons. That should probably be enough for our shields. I thought they had patches that improved the frame rate in lots of these areas, but I guess they still didn't get rid of half of the bushes where the stupid Master Sword is. The one area where every player in the entire game is going to experience. Except for people that speedrun to Ganon and don't actually go for the Master Sword. Maybe there will be a reason for it later, I don't know. By the way, if you haven't checked out, it's already been like out for a while. The info for the DLC Pack 1. One of the things that is gonna have in it is the Trial of Strength or Champions or something like that, where you gotta go through 45 rooms killing stronger and stronger enemies. But the reward from that is that the Master Sword will be permanently powered up no matter what. So we don't need to only be fighting Guardians. That's actually an insane reward. Okay, a highly antique to attempt a Korok trial. Of course. Oh wow, you really want to try it? I guess it was worth asking after all. Let me tell you about the trial. All you need to do is keep going and not get lost in the mist. Easy, right? I don't have a torch. You look very excited, but don't worry, I've got a cryptic little hint for you. The hungry trees will show you the way. Spy their iron to win the day. Follow the hungry trees, the ones with the face that have iron in them. Didn't I make that sound cool? Think about that as you take on the trial, okay? Trial of Second Sight. Now, I bet you anything we could come into here. We're probably going to that lake. We could probably come into this place and, you know, use a torch to get through it. Oh, there we go. Is it this simple? No, like, really, is it just that simple? Because I see more, like, I see iron back there, but I don't see, oh, okay, maybe it's not as simple as it pretends. There, where? Oh, there, okay. That's pretty cool. Just as a very, very strange visual kind of puzzle thing going on, you know? There we go. This is a very tight spot right here. I hope that this actually works. And then there's another one right over here. What was that noise? Was that tree coming to life to eat my soul? Oh no, it was just one of you guys. Okay, you I can deal with. You're easy and stupid at the same time. Come here. Come here. There you go. Did his friend still wake up? Did his friend still wake up? I don't think so. Maybe he is still awake and he's probably trying to eat me as well. Okay, this is tricky. Especially because every time that I talk, he ends up actually doing stuff. Okay. Is this a zigzag? Are we heading backwards? I don't think we're heading backwards. Ooh! There's something. There's something. What is it? No, really, what is that? Get out of here, you. I'm trying to eat lunch here. No, I'm trying to go and grab that rusty shield that I don't think that we actually need to grab. Hi-ya! Okay. Rusty shield. Why did we take that? No, really. Oh, great. What is this? Feed me the aged shield guarded by monsters eternal. My brother will repay you in kind. Okay. That's kind of weird. So we climb into its mouth. Give it a rusty shield. Don't eat me! Okay. I also see that Korok leaf over there, and ooh. Ooh, this is getting interesting. I like this. Now, I bet we could have taken that shield, like, right back out, and that would have been nice, but that's okay. Is that a new type of fish? Amber! That wasn't really worth it. I mean, I guess it was just because... Whoopsie daisy. Just because of what we ended up getting out of there. Aha! Is that a new fish? I don't know whether or not that's one that I've already gotten. Ha-ha! No, it isn't. Okay. Can't carry any more weapons. Then why did I just get an extra slot? Oh, because I'm we can't drop any of it when we're in the water. Get out of here. I don't care if I could be using that luchador costume to carry those things. Now, generally speaking, we could probably get away with swimming. I'm assuming that it would end up respawning us somehow, though, right? Like, it has to do something like that. Okay, so let's do this. I also want to grab that. There we go, we got it. And then let's just go to the other side here. I'm assuming that this tree wants us to get it another Korok leaf or something, right? Please place my chest in my mouth. The Shield Eater's brother stole it from me. Okay. I guess we're traveling backwards then. That's still really, really cool and interesting for sure. Like, I like it. Oh boy. Can you climb up there, you fool? Jeez Louise. Can we grab it from over here? No, we can't. Well, we can grab it from the dock, and it is going to end up slowing our boat down a little bit, I think. Let's just do that. There we go. That's pretty neat, though, dude. Can you climb? I don't know why they're giving us so many Korok leaves. You know, I just kind of am taking them all with us just because I'm not sure whether or not they're going to want them or not. Okay. The frame rate in this place is still awful. This will probably be the only Korok trial that we have time for today, then. And then we'll have to do the other 1, 2, whatever there is around. Oh, is that the shrine already? Okay, cool. Nice. That was pretty neat, actually. Like, getting through the woods just with the magnetism, easy peasy. But this, I liked that. I liked that little quest right there. Hopefully what we get out of it is going to end up being worthwhile, but most likely not. Where is... Aha! Okay. Can we just swim this? I hope that we can. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. But we are definitely going to take on our Zora suit right here. And see whether or not is water going to respawn us? No, it isn't. Okay, good. So the only reason for those rafts was just to get the treasure across. Now, whether or not this is going to end up being a worthwhile treasure, I mean, it's probably just a weapon. Hopefully something good. Probably an elemental weapon, because that's what they... Oh! Okay. Well, I guess that's kind of worth it. Good on rupees, and most of all because we can get more ancient weapons with it. Yeah, look at that. We did go to Lake Saria. And I also just realized Saria was the forest creature, character, spirit thing of the Forest Temple in Ocarina of Time, wasn't it? So this part I remember was tricky for me, just when I was exploring this place off camera. That's the trial we just did. If we come over here underneath, there's actually another trial over here. And it seems like, generally speaking, this is going to be the last of the trials. Outside of, like, there's still a couple other quests that we just can't really complete right now inside this area. One of them is on top of the Deku tree, where we have to give him a bunch of different fruits and stuff like that. I don't really care. I'll probably do that way, way later, and I'll probably just look it up because I don't really feel like doing the quiz. And then there was also the other one who wanted us to complete all the trials of his brothers first, I think? I don't know. But in any case, this should be another shrine, which is going to give us 4 spirit orbs and allow us to get our hands on another heart container. Korok Trail, yep. I knew it. I'd ask a favor. My little oinky just now set off to do the Korok Trail. Normally I'd go along too, but Oki, of course, yeah, because it's a tree pun, insisted on going alone. I let Oki go, but, well, Oki broke my Oki breaky heart. I'm just worried because of, you know, could you please go follow him without being seen? I want to be sure nothing bad happens without being seen. That's easy enough. Don't worry about it. Where are things that... The trail is this way, right? Oh, that's cool. We have to actually, like, follow this little freak. I hope he doesn't randomly end up turning around, because if he does, then we're just dead meat. Right? Hup! Yeah! Don't worry. What was what? Was he talking about us? Did he detect us? Maybe he did. Maybe it's because we ended up getting too close to him or something. Where'd he go? Oh, there he is. Is everything, everything is A-okay. All right. I can barely see him, but I think that might be the point. And I'm guessing that the reason they're giving us all of this blue nightshade, simply put, is so that we could end up, you know, making ourselves a stealth potion or two, right? Okay, now he's going slower. You could probably barely see him. I'm trying to keep him in the middle of my screen as much as possible, and I want to try and stay close enough to these little trees that I can hide behind them if need be. This is a very weird trial, though. It's cool. Like, these trials in general I actually like, because they're unique. But, this is really weird and kind of freaky at the same time. Like, why are we stalking this thing? Not to mention, he himself just crawling around in the grass is really, really scary looking. Like, could you imagine? This is the right way. Could you imagine, like, this little guy kind of, like, creeping up to you while you're, like, camping or something? Just suddenly you see that walking through the grass? That'd be terrifying, dude. Okay, there's a beehive right there. We could shoot it, and then the bees would attack his face. I don't know, like, is this really all there is to it? I have a feeling that we're going to end up getting, like, messed up right near the end. It's gonna be like, boo! He's just gonna randomly turn around, and then it's GG, you know what I mean? But we are in the grass, so we should be doing just fine, as far as the sneaking is concerned. What is he checking out? He wasn't checking us out. That was weird. Is he secretly looking in our direction and I just don't notice? It's so tough to tell, but I think that's kind of the point. Tree branch. Is that so that we could throw those and use them? Or... that's kind of interesting. Did we end up, like, is the reason he turned around was because we ended up, hitting the... halfway there, ew. Is it because we ended up hitting the branch? And that's why he turned around? That could be the case. There could actually be some secret depth to the stealth system, where if you bump into stuff, that ends up happening. Or simply put, it's just designed for this mission. I mean, honestly speaking, if I end up messing up, that kind of would suck, because then... okay. I think he's turning around. Because then I'd have to do it all kind of myself, off camera, and this is time-consuming rather than exciting. You know what I mean? Oh, there he is. He's terrifying. Oh, boy. That was only halfway. Can you start sprinting or get rid of the fog so I can actually see what's going on? Is someone there? No, no one's there. I guess that's when we... okay. Is that just... see what I mean? See what I mean? I knew the game was gonna do something stupid like that, where it's gonna shoot him backwards only at the end, too. Oh, it's just a shadow. Oh, man. Like, seriously, you get halfway, then he turns around and sees you. Like it's gonna get harder and harder the further we go. And I hate missions like this. Because it doesn't matter. You can mess up right at the end, and then you gotta do the entire thing all over again. You know? Which I always just have, like, such a difficult time with. I'm not scared. Where is he? Where'd he go? Okay, I'm a little bit scared. Oh, there he is. He's right beside that tree. Okay. Whew. I thought I lost him. Because I thought he was just gonna start sprinting. Help me, Mr. Hero. I don't think I'm supposed to. Is the point that we're supposed to stay hidden here? There we go. Did that do good? Are we good? We good? Huh. Okay, he's coming backwards. Woo! At least he's kind of an idiot and can't really detect us. I thought he disappeared because I didn't hear anything. Okay. I knew we were gonna have to protect him, and you know, like, that was the whole point, is we were supposed to kill that thing. Okay. We were supposed to kill that thing without being spotted. Which sucks. It's stupid, I don't like it. I should be able to just eat these flowers and then go invisible. Like, seriously. Oh man alive, you terrifying creature. And again, I don't really want to make that many cuts, even though I know it's not really the most riveting of gameplay. There's a shrine. Can we just skip past him and go for it then? Ah, there's the shrine. Yeah. Can we just skip past him? Or if we end up getting spotted, does he end up like warping away and then it's just GG or something, you know? Okay, I gotta try and keep up because I'm not sure whether or not, like, would he end up getting away from us? Are we supposed to stay in his proximity or we end up respawning? I don't know. What's with these flowers? Ooh, I finally made it. Yeah? Can we just go now? He's dancing now. I don't know whether or not, like... Okay. Yeah, I made it. The trail is finished. Whoa, who's there? Hey, you're that hero guy, Mr. Hero. Guess what, Mr. Hero? I did the trail all by myself. Aren't I brave? Oh yeah, you're probably here for the shrine. The great Deku Tree said that the monk's blessing is waiting in the shrine ahead. Why don't you go take a look? Okay, I'll do that. The Lost Pilgrimage. Cool. That still took way longer than it should have. Like, seriously. Okay, anyways, give me something that's not going to be worth it. Yep, an ancient core. I mean, I can farm those, but that's cool. And at the least, we are going to be at our 4th spirit orb, which means that we're going to be able to end up getting another heart container. So last but not least, I just wanted to talk to this dude in the front and just kind of double check. Was he actually... What? You finished all the trials? Yeah, okay, cool. There we go. That's amazing. You're so cool. Well, you know. I know that. Look, you want me to give you something since you visited all the places, don't you? I guess I have no choice. I'll give you my treasured item. Big Hearty Truffle, which will be a good healing item, so that's okay. Big Hearty Truffle, it'll soothe your aches and pains and then some. I'm not pulling your branch here. Just try it for yourself. Oh, I already know, dude. Anyways... Thank you so much for watching, everybody. I know we had a longer episode today, but I wanted to kind of get most of that stuff done. Last but not least, in the next episode anyway, we're going to go to Hateno Village, turn in the quest to the kid who wants the Marblin weapon, whatever it is. And then, I do want to mention, too, that I did end up seeing the fire dragon hanging out around Death Mountain here. Maybe we'll actually go towards some more of the main quests in Death Mountain, but for the most part, I actually kind of want to just go down over here and get the rest of the map, maybe as our next soft goal. No, not exactly sure, but there's a couple interesting spots that I do want to end up visiting with all of you tomorrow. Thank you so much for watching, though, everybody. Very much appreciate it. Don't forget to like, share, favorite, and subscribe for more daily content. Sign on, stay epic, everybody.